Exercise 4. Number 1.
I understand Larry won another dance contest.
It's hard to believe we're from the same family, isn't it? What can be inferred about the man? Number 2. Take a look at this suit.
Nice. Are you going to buy it?
Do I look like a millionaire? What can be inferred from this conversation? Number 3.
Do you think I've made enough food for the party?
I'd say you've made just the right amount. If a couple of hundred people show up. What does the man imply? Number 4. I'm exhausted. I've been in class all evening.
I didn't know you were taking any evening classes.
Well, I'm not, actually. This was a special review session Professor Hennessy offered. It was for students who were worried about doing well on the test tomorrow. What can be inferred about the man? Number 5. Do you know Greg has changed his major?
Oh, no, not again. How many times does this make?
What does the woman imply about Greg? Number 6. Aren't Professor Sutton's lectures fascinating?
I can close my eyes when I'm listening to him, and I'm back in the Middle Ages.
I know what you mean. What can be inferred from this conversation about Professor Sutton? Number 7. Did you have to wait long to see the dentist yesterday?
It seemed like years.
What does the woman imply? Number 8.
Do the experts agree with this plan?
That depends on which expert you ask. What does the man imply about the experts and the plan? Number 9. Did you know that Lewis has a new boss?
Let's hope it gets along better with this one.
What does the woman imply about Lewis? Number 10.
Boy, this is some snowstorm. It's really coming down hard.
Sure is. I wonder if the university will cancel classes tomorrow.
Only if it keeps on snowing like this all night.
What does the woman imply? Number 11. I joined the folk dancing club a couple of weeks ago.
You did? Since when are you interested in folk dancing?
Since I discovered it was a great way to meet people. What does the man imply? Number 12. Did you have a good seat for the concert?
A good seat? I practically needed a telescope just to see the stage.
What can be inferred from the woman's remark? Number 13.
Is it ever hot?
If you think this is hot, you should have been here last summer. What does the man imply? Number 14. Is the swimming pool on campus open to the public?
It is, but if you're not a student, you'll have to pay a fee to swim there.
What can be inferred from this conversation? Number 15.
Just look at those stars.
They certainly don't look so clear and bright from the city, do they?
No, never.
What can be inferred about the speakers? Number 16. There's a phone call for you, Mike. For me? But I almost never work on Saturdays. No one knows I'm here today. What does Mike imply? Review Test A. Dialogues. Directions. Each item in this part consists of a brief dialogue involving two speakers. After each dialogue, a third voice asks a question. When you have heard each dialogue in question, read the four answer choices and select the one that best answers the question based on what is directly stated or on what can be inferred. Don't look at the questions until they are read on the tape. Number 1.
What do you think about Wanda?
When I first met her, I didn't like her that much, but I really warmed up to her after a while. What does the man imply about Wanda? Number 2. Have you seen that old Humphrey Bogart movie, Casablanca?
Seen it? Only about 1,000,000 times.
What does the woman imply about the movie? Number 3. Try a glass of this juice and see how you like it. It's a new brand.
I'd say it stacks up pretty well against the other kinds.
What does the woman mean? Number 4.
Adam, you know the tools I lent you when you were building those bookshelves last month? I'd like to have them back.
Well, I hate to tell you this, but I can't seem to lay my hands on them. What does Adam imply? Number 5.
Excuse me, could I get another glass of iced tea? Sure, I'll tell your waiter to bring you one.
What can be inferred from this conversation? Number 6.
Now, if there are no more questions, let's move on to the next chapter.
Excuse me, Professor, could we go over that last point once more? What does the man want to do? Number 7. I'm almost out of money again this month.
Why don't you keep track of your expenses and payments? That might help you make ends meet.
Well, it wouldn't hurt to give it a try. What does the woman think the man should do? Number 8. I see you bought a new lamp.
Yeah, isn't it great? Where do you think I should put it? In my living room or in my bedroom?
If I were you, I'd put it in the closet. What could be inferred from the man's comment? Number 9.
Look over there. Isn't that Ernie in the red car?
No, but it certainly looks like him. What does the man mean? Number 10.
I didn't think John had ever been scuba diving before.
Oh, sure. John's an old hand at scuba diving. What does the man say about John? Number 11. Becky, are you going to be using your computer much longer? If so, I can go use one at the library.
I'm almost finished.
All right, I'll just wait then. What can be inferred from this conversation? Number 12.
Wow! Did you see that ring Laura bought? Uh-huh. Must have cost her a pretty penny.
What do the speakers mean? Number 13.
What room is Professor Claiborne speaking in tonight?
Professor Claiborne is speaking tonight? What does the man imply by his remark? Number 14. I thought I heard barking coming from Joe's room.
Barking? Doesn't Joe know there's a rule against keeping pets in the dorm?
What can be concluded from this conversation? Number 15.
Bill, I thought you had so much work to do.
I'm just taking a little break. What can be inferred from this conversation? Number 16.
Hey, Paul, could you help me move this box upstairs?
Sure, Say, what do you have in here? Your rock collection? What can be inferred from this conversation?